This video is brought to you by Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist, my new book, which is a comprehensive guide to all aspects of music theory necessary for playing rock guitar. From blues to the cycle of fifths, from understanding and using modes to choosing the right notes for a melodic solo, from pentatonic scales to chord construction and keys. It's all covered in a clear and concise manner. With accompanying video demonstrations, jam tracks and tabs, you'll learn to use the knowledge you gain in accessible ways that make sense for less than the cost of a few guitar lessons. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Now, part of the sort of recovery process that I'm going through at the moment and rehabilitation for the injury I had on my hand is just to make things a little bit easier. I've gone down a gauge in strings. My preference used to be 10 to 46 on everything. And now I've gone down to 9 to 42. And I'm basically having no problems with that. It feels, comfortable and I'm fine with it. The problem is that right before I had the accident, I just bought a big batch of strings, all in, guess what, 10 to 46 gauge. And because I'm from Yorkshire and I'm careful with me money, so to speak, I didn't want to waste the money that I'd spent on those strings. Is there any way I can use them? Is there any way I can, lower the string tension? Well, certainly on a Les Paul, one answer that seems to be touted all over the place, and we're going to look at some examples of that later, is to top wrap the strings. The received wisdom, by and large, is that this gives you a much slinkier, much kind of looser feel on the strings. So I thought I'd try it out, and this is how I got on. Now let me tell you, first of all, that there is a full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it and the jam track I was using. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description. $3 or about £3 a month gets you access to all of these additional resources that go along with these YouTube videos. And of course, a massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are downstairs in the description. So, yes, top wrapping, does it increase or decrease or make any difference at all, for that matter, to the feel of the strings? Well, as I said earlier, if you ask around and ask opinions, then the overwhelming majority of people seem to say that it makes the guitar feel slinkier and a looser feel to the strings. This is the answer I got when I typed a question into Google, for example.
Top wrapping reduces string tension due to the shallower string break angle over the bridge, and some players feel this changes the sustain and tone of the guitar.
And the Seymour Duncan website offered this answer.
Top wrapping creates a shallower break angle over the bridge saddle, since the strings pass from the top of the bridge instead of halfway through it, and many players report that their strings feel looser and slinkier as a result. And
the general sort of chatter on various guitar message boards and forums also seems to back that up. Here's an example.
It's the less severe break over the bridge that creates the slinkier feel. You'll still get all the benefits of the thicker strings.
So it seems that there are other opinions out there. Some people saying that they do it because it has an effect on the tone and the sustain. Some people say it makes no difference at all. The difference it made to this guitar, dear me, that was a struggle to play that piece of music, let me tell you. Rather than feeling like I'd gone down a gauge in strings, these strings on here now, they feel so stiff and so tight and so unyielding. It feels like I've gone up to at least a set of 11s on this guitar. So I can't explain why that is. One of the answers that I came across is that justifying the reason why it will definitely make your guitar feel slinkier and give it a looser feel. It was all to do with kind of the stretchiness of rope, the per unit length elasticity. And the example that the guy gave very convincingly was that if you see a tug of war match, for example, then the rope doesn't really stretch that much. But that same kind of rope, when it's used to moor a big ship to a pier, because the length of the rope is longer, the per unit length elasticity, or whatever it is, gives more stretch because of the longer length. And obviously, if you're top wrapping, you're kind of going round a U-bend with the string, and that's just that little bit extra length, will make the strings feel slinkier. Absolute Tommy rot. Maybe it differs from guitar to guitar, but certainly on my Les Paul, I'm not going to, as I said, I'm from Yorkshire, I'm careful with my money. I'm going to probably use that guitar just for playing rhythm parts, because string bending is a gargantuan effort on that guitar now. It's doable, as you saw earlier, but dear me, makes you break out in a sweat. So I'll probably just wear those strings out and use that guitar for playing rhythm parts. But top wrapping, for me, no. That's the first time I've tried it, and it will be the last. Let me know what you think. If you've had similar experiences, if you've had the opposite experience to me, I'd be genuinely interested to know what your thoughts are on it. And it does confirm one thing, though, and that is that, guitars are all individual beasts, and I suppose there wouldn't be that many people saying it has this effect and I have the opposite if that wasn't true. Maybe on some guitars it does the desired thing, but it didn't on mine. And that is the video for today, folks. Hope you've found this useful, entertaining and informative in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 p.m. UK time. We drink beer and talk about music and guitars and probably top wrapping next time as well. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.